Good evening. You are watching Primetime English Bulletin on SKTV, and I'm Victoria Rajkumari. First, the headlines. Electricity not only illuminates lives but also fuels progress across every sector of society, says Governor Ajay Kumar Bhalla. Home Minister Govindas Kanthosam alleges Jantar Mantar student protest was a bid to destabilize PM Modi-led BJP's government's third term. Government prepared to hold detailed discussion on NEET paper leak issue during monsoon session, asserts Union Parliamentary Affairs Minister Kiran Rijiju. And Manipur High Court directs Centre to reply on RTI petition filed by Home Guard personnel seeking information on service-related matters. And now the top stories. Governor Ajay Kumar Bhalla has called for a transparent, efficient and consumer-centric power sector in Manipur. Governor Bhalla was speaking during first Foundation Day observance of Manipur Electricity Regulatory Commission, in short MNERC, at Sangai Hall of Hotel Imphal today. Chief Minister Yumnam Khemchand, Chief Secretary Dr. Punit Kumar Goyal and Chairperson of MNERC, Sobham Ibopisha, graced the function. Addressing the function, Governor Ajay Kumar Bhalla highlighted the importance of electricity in empowering our homes, industries, hospitals, educational institutions and digital infrastructure. He added that reliable, affordable and quality electricity is indispensable to Manipur's economic progress and well-being of its people. Speaking further, Governor Ajay Kumar Bhalla maintained that institutions like the Manipur Electricity Regulatory Commission will have increasingly important role in achieving the vision of Viksit Bharat and national development through fairness, transparency and technological innovation. The governor expressed confidence that the Manipur Electricity Regulatory Commission will continue to strengthen public trust, uphold highest standard and emerge as institution of regulatory commission serving the people of Manipur.
One should look at the power sector now, depending on our peak requirements, what PPAs I have entered into, how can I use this power when I don't need it, can I sell it in the market and make more money and buy more power when I need it from the market. So it's a really a job which needs 24/7 attention, and some of the states have really done very well on this front. I'm confident that Commission will continue to strengthen public trust, uphold the highest standards of professionalism and emerge as model of regulatory institutions serving the people of Manipur.
On the other hand, Chief Minister Yumnam Khemchand highlighted the importance of electricity in today's world. He urged Manipur Electricity Regulatory Commission to meet the expectation of electricity consumers while also assuring all the necessary support from government.
State consumers toan sections kanaba and visionary over the packet pilakani and get hazable commission matangadi secretary chairperson in toto high revenue and to talk and Pajaroi and Tamzabada commission sina Toropa about Kudimaka a Matin Panjabudi part to Lozage Hajaraganda.
Home Minister Govindas Kanthosam has termed the students' protest at Jantar Mantar as an attempt to bring down the third innings of BJP government led by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, while citing the involvement of opposition parties in the protest. Speaking to media persons at BJP State Head Office, Home Minister Govindas Kanthosam also questioned the funding of the protest, which is led by Cockroach Janata Party at New Delhi's Jantar Mantar. The Home Minister added that there are countries that do not want India to progress and alleged that the movement is funded by anti-India elements. Further, Govindas Konthousam asserted that despite the challenges and threats, India will become a developed nation by 2047 under the leadership of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. While expressing concern on repeated disruption in Parliament's monsoon session by opposition parties, Home Minister Govindas Konthousam said repeated adjournments of Parliament has caused huge losses to the economy of India. Further, Govindas Konthousam also cited Prime Minister Narendra Modi's statement on neat paper leaks. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has tweeted that the government has decided to set up fast-track courts to ensure swift and stringent punishment for those responsible involved in paper leaks, and it has directed the concerned authorities and officials to take all the necessary steps in this regard. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has also warned against those who try to harm the future of youths, while also stating that nothing is more important than welfare and the future of youths. Speaking further, Govindas Konthousam maintained that those protesters raising Save Manipur slogan at CJP protests at Jantar Mantar were simply trying to provoke Manipuri youths. He said that Manipur will only be saved by Manipuris and not by such sloganeering. When asked by reporters on the damage of a Bailey Bridge in Kamjong district of Manipur yesterday, the Home Minister said that the police is trying to ascertain the exact cause of the incident. According to him, there are two reports surfacing regarding the incident. While one report says the bridge was blown up by militants from across the border, the other report indicates that it could be handiwork of miscreants from inside the state to slow down the movement of Assam Rifles troops.
Naharon sing mo mangan nabag masak taruli report puno magsing se lem nam ta tharoi makoi chap cha ba akoi gi ain gi matungina makoi dandi pigani haiba madugi iroi na ngasi fast track court sing same le haraga adugum laba Naharon sing mo mangan na bathabak torok hairiba maral ser de posting si thigana na hona gani haidana mahana thamirak liba se aina khanja matam da soidana result fangani maramaduna aigi Naharol sing na akoi ayam matam da Bharatiya Janata Party na Naharol sing da importance piram da bataragadi Sri Narendra Modi ji na young India ka maina refer to in his every speech mahanga young India haribase akoi youth sing ase asida Bharat se depend tawribani koi Bharat ki prosperity sing si makoi da depend tawribani haibagi wakalon da thamani.
The Lok Sabha has been adjourned till 11 a.m. on Friday amid protests by opposition parties on neat paper leak issue. Opposition parties have been demanding resignation of Union Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan. Earlier, Union Parliamentary Affairs Minister Kiran Rijiju accused the opposition parties of not allowing the discussion despite the government's assurance on the neat paper leak issue. The Union Minister accused opposition of attaching preconditions and trying to run away from a debate on the neat paper leak issue. The Parliament has failed to transact any business for the first 3 days, which commence on July 20th due to repeated adjournments. The opposition has also been seeking discussion on the police brutality against people who participated in the July 20 Cockroach Janata Party-led protest march to Parliament.
जिस प्रकार से विपक्ष चाहता है, जिस तारीख को चाहता है, जितना समय चाहिए चर्चा के लिए सरकार तैयार है। हमने आश्वासन दिया। आज सवेरे आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री जी ने भी देश के सामने में बहुत अच्छे संदेश दिया है कि नीट पेपर लीक को लेकर के जो भी दोषी पाया गया है उनको कड़ी सजा के लिए फास्ट ट्रैक कोर्ट भी बनाने का आदेश दिया गया है और साथ में ये भी कहा है कि देश के युवाओं का, देश के हमारे छात्राओं का भविष्य के साथ कोई भी खिलवाड़ बर्दाश्त नहीं किया जाएगा। भविष्य हमारे युवा का अच्छा हो, इसके लिए चर्चा होना जरूरी है।
High Court of Manipur has directed relevant authority to respond on read petition sent by President of All Manipur Home Guard Employee Welfare Association Yanglim Mangi in connection with RTI filed in December 8, 2025, seeking information on issues of promotion, vacancy of Home Guards. Judge of High Court of Manipur, Justice Ahante Bemol, heard the petition in the court yesterday and directed the government authority to furnish information within 4 weeks. Speaking in this regard, President of All Manipur Home Guard Employees Welfare Association, Yanglim Mangi, informed that an RTI was filed seeking information regarding cancellation of unpaid promotion orders to ranks of divisional commander, company commander, senior platoon commander, etc., and also on a number of existing vacancies, name of officer who issued such promotion orders of unpaid promotional orders where a rank honorarium is paid. Speaking further, Mangi maintained that state police public information officer failed to furnish any information within mandatory 30 days under Section 7 Clause 1 of RTI Act 2005. Later, a writ petition was filed at High Court of Manipur after the response through RTI on July 9 proved to be dissatisfactory. After hearing the petition, High Court has directed Manipur Information Commission to provide information within 4 weeks. Mangi also informed that High Court of Manipur has set October 16 as date for next hearing.
Home Guard personnel se tasengna magi commandant general legedami haiba Home Guard ek ene rule masagi leijari ba puna maksi kanthoga police Assam police manual ek ki makhada chalaiba police ki makhada leibani mu haiba moina control tobani mu haiba ekoi da pen da ba yamna nongai da ba pakum masi phang kokna na ba awa ba si ko na ba honorable High Court of Manipur da haijabani High Court ngarang notice sama issue tawdana sayon mari gi manungda Pakum pirak naba Manipur Sarkar ki Home Commissioner, aduga Commandant Home Guard, loina na Information Commission ki Commissioner ki matakta mokoi de notice issue to bigre. Hairi ba asi aseng ba ama High Court of Manipur degi aseng ba pakum ama phangaba kanda. Organization sigi Home Guard ase makata na marata na ningthi jana leiba yani haibase ekoi ki che na thajaba ama leijadana aina PI akano si High Court petition as it
Students of Iboton Sana Girls Higher Secondary School staged a protest rally demanding the immediate transfer of their principal over allegations of using offensive language against students and guardians. A large group of students marched towards the Imphal West DC office at Lumphal Path, shouting slogans condemning the principal's behavior. However, they were blocked by Manipur police personnel at Uripok Achomlekai, who eventually allowed a delegation of student representatives to meet with the DC. Speaking to reporters, a student named Warepam Tomthin accused the principal of routinely using foul language when addressing both students and guardians. She further alleged that the principal made no changes despite previous requests from students to mend her ways, stating that this has prompted the students to submit a formal transfer request to the Director of Education S 3 days ago. Tomthin noted that the rally was organized after the director failed to honor the assurance he had given to the students. She also vowed that they will continue their agitation until the principal is transferred.
Koigi principal ama satra da season agadaba language ama season abiraktaba satra amana lam lapna laik tamakpa matamsida lawai macha nangdi lawai da tamu yadra haiba language ama adugumba kaya ama season aba adagidi ana ek laiba matamda nangdi kaidobagi school karaino adugumba da loina adumaina chairaga leiba yengdi yengsan bidaba adugumba da loina kano tawraga lei aduduna akhoi magi behavior pamde mamang de gizu kayama tawraga lae thokiba thodok da akhoi adum phajalaga leire ado handaki matang ji parents ta ju application pikhatpa matamda segairaga langthokpa nabagi medical gi document jing segaraga langthokpa adu mawalode nang kanano nang kari oiri khodi principal ama oiraga adugumba language kaya ama sizinarapoda akhoi nuaijadadana khongjang ase asi yongna changjalakpane haina.
With the launch of the 19th Disturbance-Free Educational Zone Demand Day campaign, Desam President Oinam Ramesh called for united action to protect education from outside interference. The movement began outside Chawiaima Higher Secondary School, where students from both Chawiaima and Little Star School gathered to chant slogans. Speaking to media persons, Ramesh urged the immediate removal of all disruptions affecting students and teachers, specifically targeting the monetary demands made by local pressure groups. The president also criticized the government's neglection of public education, citing severe staff and infrastructure shortages at Chawiaima Higher Secondary School. He pointed out that the school lacks its own entrance and shares a gate with the 31 Assam Rifles, forcing students to seek military permission to enter the campus. Ramesh also questioned whether the government wants to nurture or exterminate education sector.
Education the government of politicization. Sahi amada class of numit masing sani kundagi taba. Sahi amada class of numit masing sani kundagi taba. Government matam sana thabak. Government matam sana thabak. Ozagi posting amada transfer policy da sanja tunda taba. Ngasi pauda education sida 2026 aura aba pauda bagi Chawiaima Higher Secondary sida magi leibam thokpa infrastructure de horakanda magi leibam thokpa oza masing de horakanda magi pibam thokpa lab ki kari gi everything hachi gumba mayam singa se matik sari bra ai gi lenga loi sing jinau ji 2026 aura pauda Chawiaima Higher Secondary sit moini yengi ba miyang se masi matik sari bra sigumba mayam singa se masi asigum laba ai gi committee sina thengari ba mayam singa se masi di matik sari ai na ai gi makai de loi asigumba thawong mayam singa lengak sina matam chana thawok paikat piu makoina matam chana thawok paikhala pa matam dadi lengak loi singse miyamna khoi awang ba thak ikai khumna gadam ni tabu tabu hojik laiba ai gi education minister de horakanda education ki portfolio pai riba chief minister de horakanda makoina education de yengi ba miyang se kari no ai se committee ki wang ne yengu makai kudi makta apha vibe sima leite aduna hojik laiba ai Chawiaima Higher Secondary sida jo gate sida phauda army sing thamjalakanda central force sing thamjalakanda mama amba oiba singje lakpada aduki matik disturbance ohelimni.
Joint Action Committee JAC formed in response to the brutal killing of Ngangkham Thambo and the assault on his wife has called a 72-hour bandh along the Imphal-Geripok road from the midnight of July 24th. The JAC convener Fijam Brojan announced a decision to media persons, stating that the deadline given to the government to arrest the perpetrators expired yesterday. He said the JAC and the general public jointly decided on the 72-hour shutdown, aiding that the media, emergency services and religious functions will be exempted. Noting that Irilbung police arrested a suspect based on tips from Thambo's hospitalized wife, Brojan lamented that the police failed to conduct a thorough investigation. He added that this fuels public suspicion that influential figures are involved in the crime. He warned that the JAC will intensify its protests unless all culprits are arrested immediately. Remember, viewers, unidentified attackers broke into Thambo's home at Kairao Wangke Mamanglekai in the wee hours of July 20th and shot him to death and assaulted his wife with a knife.
Postmortem se koi tauba yararoi ekoi postmortem taubusi koi sumpam pamdre haiba miyam gi madi JAC gi oiba period si leire aduna mumunung postmortem taubiro hairaga su je koi JAC da sinabi matungna koi JAC wata aduna masima koi tauba yararoi haiba se mari ne nabo sing da kan hi aduga om subada koi gi mari ne nabo police station na koi gi na hinoriba Ronaldo madi sanu pisitra masida koi mapala gi debagi pung wakanwai taba sa taktabagi wa ba adagi imung manung gi wakhan nuai to mayam pullaga leingi sida koi gi statement lowa ne hadana tuin ko wi basima koi tawirano.
Working Committee of Kuki Civil Society Organizations, in consultation with Kuki Civil Society Organizations of Kangpokpi, has convened a joint meeting of Kukizo Civil Society Organizations of Ukhrul and Kangpokpi on July 24th to assess the situation and decide on appropriate collective countermeasures on obstruction of essential commodities meant for Kukizo people. In the press note, Working Committee of Kuki Civil Society Organizations has urged district administrations of Ukhrul, Imphal East and Kangpokpi to utilize the remaining time before July 24th to take immediate and impartial action to ensure the unhindered movement of essential commodities. A basic cardiac life support, in short BCLS training under the NABH-NAB Code Blue Sensitization Program began at Jubilee Hall of Regional Institute of Medical Sciences RIMS Imphal today. The training is being organized by the Department of Anesthesiology in collaboration with the Code Blue Committee RIMS. Medical Superintendent of RIMS, Professor N. Sanjeev, Head of Department of Anesthesiology, Dr. Gozendra Rajkumar, attended the inaugural function. Addressing the function, Professor N. Sanjeev emphasized that basic cardiac life support is a vital component of patient safety and an important requirement under NABH standards. He highlighted that every hospital staff member should be capable of providing immediate and appropriate response during a cardiac arrest until the Code Blue team arrives. Describing the program as a practical, hands-on training with expert demonstrations, he encouraged participants to actively learn and apply these life-saving skills to strengthen emergency preparedness and improve patient care. The training is designed to equip non-teaching staff with essential life-saving skills, including early recognition of cardiac arrest, timely activation of the Code Blue system, high-quality cardiopulmonary resuscitation (CPR), basic airway management, shocking relief, and appropriate first response during medical emergencies.
Basically, Code Blue Code Blue system is something that if somebody suddenly faints or somebody has a heart attack, the hospital will have an announcing system that there is a Code Blue emergency, and everyone should be ready to tackle that. Anyway, we will learn more of it from the experts, especially led by the head of Department of Anesthesia and the Code Blue team and the trauma team. So we all will take part and we will join so that everybody will learn. Basically, there is no need for training everyone. We could not training to visit something. Now, see, live is said, now the training to help us here.
Kuki CSO Working Committee Ukhrul has alleged that fresh surveillance and intimidation along National Highway 202 amid the ongoing conflict and reported selective economic blockade affecting Kukizo communities in Ukhrul and Kamjong districts. In a statement issued, the organization claimed that the neutral transporters carrying essential commodities have faced interception, confiscation of goods and intimidation. It said Meitei Pangal drivers have been particularly targeted while delivering supplies, with several allegedly assaulted. 2 drivers are reportedly undergoing treatment in hospital. The organization Ukhrul said that around 8:10 a.m. at Mongkod Chefu, an individual traveling as a co-driver in truck number MN016584 was allegedly found recording the unloading of essential commodities by villagers, a Meitei Pangal driver and a trader. The group claimed that the individual made gestures that appeared intended to provoke or draw attention towards those involved in the activity. The organization said the person was later intercepted at Vaihuisi along National Highway 202. The mobile phone used for recording was damaged during the incident and aided that the individual was not assaulted. The person was allowed to leave safely in the presence of security personnel after intervention by the organizations Ukhrul and the Madras Regiment under 8 Bihar Regiment. The incident was reported to Litan Saraikong police station and the damaged phone was handed over to police for examination. The organizations of Ukhrul has demanded an investigation into the incident and called for equal protection, accountability and safe movement of essential commodities along the highway. And now before we move on to other news, let's take a short commercial break. We'll be right back. Keep watching SKTV News.
Ayek apan ana ayek chamam nabalek taba nungayay faba punsi amagidamak Mahaguru Spirituality, Astro Numerologist, Reiki Grandmaster, Lamafera Grandmaster, Tarot Card Reader, Acharya Lilu Haudizamga consult the winning basingna ngasidagi hauraga July 13 fauba offline consultation amadi August amadagi hauraga online consultation gi registration tobiba yagani hen akupamarol gidamak contact number 9667619776 Natraga office address Infinite Intuitions Energy Institute Private Limited Kakwa office opposite Kakwa police station da Tanabiyu
Baikotana Piri, Maruchik Patin Sing the Gingako Patanatana, Atopa Kanava Sing, Kudamuina Pambi Singu Marahina Satanba, Amasung Pau Pambi Singu Masahina Pokandona, Pautok Asukimatic Leheli, Matam Sangnatin Tahande, Hanjan Hidak Season Bagimato Tahande, Bayerski Baikota, Low Balomi Singda Tazabagalunana, Hena Saukatale, Amasung Lomi Sing the Akib Amatalehende. Bayer Council Activity Pauthava Singkaki Ngathong of Semani. Amasung Hidagasina, Napi Makal Kudimak Mangan Bangame. Sumnatangi Pohun Krabanatraga, Link Krabamatung, Numini Pani Dagina, Tarani Toyfogi Manunda season of Vigadabani. Quaidika Satiba, Napi Makal Kudimak Pusu, Mangan Bangame. Maramasina, Kuling Nepiki Sading Hantali, Loinana Adongi Sentok, Hengat Hale. Lomi Singi the Muktadi, Bayer's Council Activna, Quaidiki Faraba Pambaidi.
Welcome back. You are watching Primetime English Bulletin on SKTV. Now proceeding with other news. Manipur police arrested one active cadre of KCP from Wangkai Ayangpali Road on the Purampad police station in Imphal East today. The arrested person is identified as Gurumayum Kukamani Sharma, alias Nanau, alias Bhamon, aged 37 years from Wangkai Pukrambam Lerak. According to police, the arrested KCP cadre was involved in extortion activities. The Working Committee of Joint Tribes Council Manipur JTCM announced a non-cooperation movement against the Zelengrong United Front ZUFJ. The decision followed an emergency meeting held on July 23rd. In a statement, the JTCM alleged that the ZUFJ attacked members of the Naga Village Guard at the Vityang village in None district on July 22 around 7:20 a.m. The council described the incident as a direct attack on the security and territorial integrity of the Inpui, Liangmai, Rongmai and Zemi communities. The JTCM said it will withdraw all political, social and logistical cooperation with ZUFJ. It warned that any future acts of intimidation against individuals, leaders, organizations or villages will be made with a united response from the four communities. The council said the resolution is final and called on community members to remain vigilant and united in its implementation. It also appealed to organizations and individuals to respect the decision and support the four tribes in protecting their people and territorial interests. Khunjau Lauchau Lop Manipur KLLM has raised serious concerns over the dropping birth rate among the state's indigenous communities. Speaking at the press meet held today at Manipur Press Club, KLLM Secretary Thongam Ranjit identified late marriages and rising infertility among couples as the primary reasons for this demographic decline. Asserting that boosting the indigenous population is now a matter of urgency, he warned that the ongoing population decline threatens the very survival of Manipur, which was once a sovereign independent kingdom in Southeast Asia. The KLLM secretary urged public support to help young indigenous Manipuris marry early, build stable income source, and raise larger families.
Manipurda khoi hongdong tamda phaisa yam chamba mayam sidasu khoi litala ra oiba nung manung kaya amadi luhong bangamdana leiba masih akoina yamna sen amadi matam changhandana pangthokbiba masih akoina samjagdi amadi akoina bor kaina haire amadi khoi hiba ningol ani se da akoina lan kubiba dan thadbiba laiba mioi sing habadi mari mata maru pang singna maru tawbiba su khoi gidi madu akhoi gi lejai sine tab adai maya ama legre madu akhoi gi pandam ai pangthokdaba masida yaure ai mai mathang mathang hajage maru ina akhoi gi meitei amadi akhoi gi heloi maya masai mapagan kanna ning tamla akhoi gi manipur asida hingmang amdaba panung amdaba adugi pandam da akhoi chakhinjrakani.
The 17th anniversary of Thokchom Rabina and Chungkham Sanjeet, who were killed in the infamous BT Road firing incident on July 23, 2009, was observed today at the Taukthong Kuno Thamna Pokpi Community Hall in Imphal West District. Organized by the JC against the brutal killing of TH Rabina and CH Sanjeet, the observance was attended by the JC President Nahakpam Memcha, Haurang Sabal Mairapaibi Apunbalub President Moirang Them Pakpi and Nupi Kunai Lamsang Bazar President Akes H. Rashi. Attendees paid floral tributes to the portraits of the deceased and observed a 2-minute silence. Speaking on the sidelines, JSC Secretary Ahanthem Sheila recalled the tragic incident in which Rabina, a pregnant mother, was fatally hit by a stray bullet while shopping at Kwaranban Kaithel with her young daughter. Sheila noted that the heart-wrenching sight of the little girl embracing her mother's lifeless body remains vivid in the public memory. She further alleged that the Manipur police commandos subsequently apprehended Sanjeet and shot him dead inside a pharmacy, staging a fake encounter in broad daylight. Referring to the current state crisis, Sheila lamented that many innocent lives have been lost and thousands continue to languish in relief camps since the violence erupted on May 3, 2023. She also urged the government to step down if it cannot protect the lives and property of its citizens.
Mama mapa oibisingna ekoi awaba section nangiba ase ngasigi ekoi sarkar asina law and order ngak ngamdaba amasung sijina ngamdaba ni aduga prajagi nyam maraktasu haijane mana masigi mari leina ai haiba wakalol asidagi ekoi ne ekoi isagi mamango sahi mangagi yonthu uba asina maram oiraga ekoi ne matik saba law and order thangadaba leba prajabu sigadaba tangduleta Kungang amadi Manipur oigadabado henbangam dribadi maramasini isabu yonba sisu tulaga prasamyang gidi makhan gada luching bakhan ba haki hainabi to prasamyang da su thamje haiba wakal lolasi thamjaningi.
3-day capacity building training to forest-based artisans on natural dyeing techniques began at Conference Hall of DFO Thobal today. The training is being organized by Thobal Forest Division under Raising and Accelerating MSME Performance in Short Ramp scheme and is attended by 40 trainees. State awardee in natural dyeing technique, Brojendra Oinam and Sumala Oinam are attending a trainers, and they also provided training on forest-based artisans on natural dyeing techniques. Assam Rifles undertook multiple community-focused initiatives in Chandal and Kangpokpi districts on July 23rd, strengthening civil-military cooperation and public engagement. A security meeting at Mahamani Chandal was attended by 55 representatives, including village chiefs, police personnel, civil society members, tribal bodies, women and youth groups. The meeting discussed security concerns, peaceful conduct of the forthcoming electoral process and enhance coordination among stakeholders. The force also restored a damaged culvert at Konglong village, Kangpokpi, in coordination with the local residents, ensuring a revival of Beetle Road connectivity and safe movement for villages. Ahead of Kargil Vijay Divas, Assam Rifles organized a patriotic awareness program at Sajik Tampak Chandal for students of Government High School, including a flag march, presentations on the Kargil War, a motivational documentary screenings and the national anthem. The program was organized to inspire the youths to honor the courage and sacrifices of Indian Armed Force personnel. Indian Red Cross Society IRCS Bishnupur district branch has distributed mosquito nets to families who have been taking shelter at Konkham Mayailekai Primary School following the flood at their homes in Nambol, Konkham. Secretary of IRCS Bishnupur district branch Dr. Huidrom Roman, Treasurer Moirang Them Ibo Hanbi, committee members Wahengbam Tolango, Longjam Ronaldo and Soibam Rakesh Kumar along with life member Mongjam Sabita distributed the mosquito nets at the relief center. On the other hand, the social activist Hijam Hiramani along with Merapaibi members have provided relief items at flood affected families of Nambol, Konkham. A karsha, which is an endangered deer species and protected under Schedule I of the Wildlife Protection Act 1972, was found dead at Bishnupur district's Ichok Turel Amandi local area with visible injuries marks on its body. Farmers found the dead male karsha late last night and informed Secretary of Indian Red Cross Society Bishnupur district branch, and then Bishnupur Forest Division was informed again. A team of Bishnupur Forest Division visited the site and inspected the dead deer. The deer was found with visual injury mark made by the sharp object. Later, the dead deer was buried at the spot. Species listed in Schedule 1 of Wildlife Protection Act are prohibited to be hunted throughout India, and likewise karsha, which is listed in Schedule I of Wildlife Protection Act 1972, is also protected from poaching, killing and trading. And now the weather report. According to ICAR Regional Center Imphal, Manipur recorded a maximum temperature of 30.5 degrees Celsius, while the minimum temperature was recorded at 21.5 degrees Celsius. The maximum relative humidity was measured to be 97% in the morning and 48% in the evening today. As per report, Manipur received 12.2 millimeters of rainfall in the last 24 hours. Meanwhile, IMD has predicted thunderstorm with lightning and heavy rainfall at isolated places of Senapati and Ukhrul today. Thunderstorm with lightning and heavy rainfall is very likely at isolated places of Senapati, Ukhrul, Kamjong, Technopol, Chandal in the next 5 days. And before we wrap up, let's take a quick look at the headlines once again. Electricity not only illuminates lives but also fuels progress across every sector of society, says Governor Ajay Kumar Bhalla. Electricity not only Home Minister Govindas Kanthasam alleges Jantar Mantar student protest was a bid to destabilize Prime Minister Modi-led BJP's government's third term. Government prepared to hold detailed discussion on NEET People League issue during monsoon session, asserts Union Parliamentary Affairs Minister Kiran Rijiju. And the Manipur High Court directs Centre to reply on RTI petition filed by Home Guard personnel seeking information on service-related matters. Well, that's all we have for today. Thanks for watching SKTV News and keep watching for more news updates. Till then, good night.